When the morning sun penetrates the leaves and shines on the earth, some marvel at the gift of God, while others bend down to observe the physical interaction between light and leaves. These two distinct cognitions are precisely the initial divide between idealism and materialism. Materialism, a philosophical trend that runs through the history of human thought, does not attribute the world to spirit and consciousness, like idealism, nor wavers between matter and spirit, like dualism. Instead, it takes the essence of the world as matter as its cornerstone, and uses a rational perspective to analyze the operating laws of nature, society, and human thinking, from the simple thinking of ancient Greek philosophers to the systematic construction of Marxist materialism. Materialism tells the story of humanity's persistent exploration of the essence of the world through every question about existence, every exploration of laws, and every emphasis on practice, from the 17th to the 18th century, with the development of natural science. Mechanical materialism, metaphysical materialism became the mainstream materialists of this period, such as Francis Bacon, Thomas Hobbes, and Denis Diderot, relied on scientific achievements in mechanics, astronomy, etc., to emphasize the objectivity and knowability of matter. They believed that matter is an objective existence independent of consciousness, and movement is an inherent attribute of matter, however, limited by the level of science. They simplified material movement to mechanical movement, and even believed that humans are machines, ignoring the complexity of material movement and the initiative of human consciousness, leaving room for the further development of materialism. In the 19th century, Marx and Engels founded dialectical materialism and historical materialism on the basis of critically inheriting German classical philosophy, British classical political economy, and utopian socialism in Britain and France. This new form of materialism not only adheres to the essence of the world as matter, but also emphasizes the universal connection and eternal development of the material world, putting forward that practice is the source and purpose of cognition. It expands materialism from the natural field to the social and historical field, revealing the dialectical laws of productive forces and production relations, and economic base and superstructure, making materialism a scientific ideological system guiding humans to understand and transform the world. The core thought of materialism revolves around the relationship between matter and consciousness, constructing a logically rigorous cognitive system and providing a clear rational framework for humans to understand the world. Matter is primary, and consciousness is secondary, is the fundamental view of materialism. Materialism holds that matter is an objective reality that does not depend on human consciousness, and can be reflected by human consciousness, whether it is natural substances such as mountains, rivers, the sun and stars, or material forms created by human practice, such as urban buildings and production tools. Their existence does not depend on human subjective will. Consciousness, on the other hand, is the product of the long-term development of the material world, the function of the brain as a special material, and the reflection of the objective material world by humans. For example, consciousness of an apple comes from the objective attributes of the apple in reality, such as its color, shape, and taste, rather than the concept of apple existing first, and then the real apple being produced. The universal connection and eternal development of the material world is an important connotation of materialism. Dialectical materialism holds that the material world is not isolated and static, but in universal connection. The fall of a leaf may be related to multiple factors such as climate, soil, and ecosystem. At the same time, the material world is constantly moving, changing, and developing. From inorganic matter to organic matter, from low-level life to human society, the development of each stage follows objective laws. This view of connection and view of development breaks the rigid thinking of mechanical materialism and makes materialism more in line with the true face of the objective world. Practice is the bridge connecting matter and consciousness, is a key proposition of materialism. Marxist materialism particularly emphasizes the importance of practice, believing that human cognition of the world is not a passive reflection, but an active process of exploration and transformation in practice, through practical activities such as productive labor, scientific experiments, and social struggles. Humans can not only gain cognition of the material world, but also use laws to transform the world, making the material world better meet human needs. For example, humans' understanding and practice of electricity, LED, to the invention of electric lights, electrical appliances, etc., changing the way humans live. This is a vivid embodiment of practice determines cognition, and cognition counteracts practice. In addition, materialism adheres to the knowability of the world, believing that although the material world is complex and diverse, humans can gradually understand its essence and laws through practice and rational thinking. This epistemology draws a clear line with agnosticism and gives humans confidence and motivation to explore the world, from the discovery of microparticles to the study of cosmic galaxies, from the deciphering of genetic codes to the grasp of the laws of social development. Every cognitive breakthrough of humans confirms the materialist view that the world is knowable. The development process of materialism has always been accompanied by differentiation and dialogue with idealism. The different answers of these two philosophical trends to the essence of the world constitute the core debate in the history of human thought, and also highlight the rational value of materialism.